Hey guys, my name is Eon and welcome to my Start Animating YouTube channel. The channel that is specifically aimed at everyone that is new to animation, and if that is you, welcome, you are at the right place. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also click on that little notification bell so that you can get notified every week when I upload a brand new video. Now, in the past, I created a video on what is the best software to start off with if you want to become a 3D animator, the best beginners software, and I truly believe it is iClone. And so if you want to check out that video, I'll put a link of it right up there so you can go check it out. There are reasons why I believe iClone is the best software for a beginner. And today I just want to show you 5 things to focus on if you want to become or if you want to start out with iClone. The 5 things, yes, it's small things. There's a lot more to learn, a lot more to master, but these 5 things I believe is if you understand them, then you can start creating your own animations. Okay, so the first one is actually very crucial because I think for any software you're going to use, this one is crucial, and that is your timeline. So let me quickly just explain to you the timeline. Let me just zoom out this character. Okay, so the first thing is I go to scene, I select my character just to show you, and then here you'll see the character is selected. Now, a few things to know about the timeline. You'll see there's numbers up there. And so how it works is every iClone works on 30 keyframes per second or 30 frames per second. So for every 30 frames equals 1 second. So that will help you with timing. And then you'll see here is a lot of things that if you want to select your lighting, then you can do that. And then with your character, if you click on that, then you can also select more things right there. So if you want to animate the expressions, you just click there and it will show right there and you can go and animate it. So that is just a rough description of your timeline. So what I would suggest, going into the timeline will take a long time. It's very complex, but what I do suggest is play around. So for example, select your character and see where everything is. That is the most important thing, because if you're going to animate and you just want to quickly make an adjustment to something, then you do want to know where to find it. Okay, so that's basically learning your timeline, is just knowing where to find things. Now, the other 4 things that I'm going to share with you, you'll actually see all of them will have an effect on the timeline. And so that will also give you a better idea of how the timeline works. So let's go over to the second one. So the first one is learning your timeline. The second one is if you go to the Modify tab window here at the right, you click on that, then Edit Motion. So Edit Motion is to pose your character, to animate it, okay? So, for example, there's 2 ways, FK and IK. So if I click there, let's just move this character here and do that. So I can do that to the character, okay? Let's go undo. And then the second option here at the right, you can click that rotate. And the second way is let's just undo that. Let's do that. Okay, and we select, let's move it right there, a little bit out, and then this one we kind of do exactly the same, move it forward and do that. Okay, so we kind of have that. Okay, so we've got ourselves a pose. You'll see it made an adjustment right here on the timeline. So let's just move this. I can make that bigger, but I want to drag it to the beginning. Okay. I'm going to make it bigger to say 160. Okay. So if I press play, we'll see nothing happens. But now I can go to say keyframe 30. That's going to be 1 second. Now I can make adjustments. So let's move this arm to the back and we'll move this arm to the front. Let's get it a nice angle where you can see it. So if you press play, there it moved. And if I click on motion, you'll see there's a keyframe. Now, one thing to remember, let's just copy and paste this. Copy, and we go to another 60, and we want to copy that one, the first one, and we can paste. Okay, so now it will make two movements, almost like a running movement. Okay, so now the timeline, again, every 30 frames equals 1 second. So if I'm going to move the second one and I'm going to double it, I'm going to move it to 90. Okay, so it's 30 frames, 60 frames. So this one will move double the slower the speed. Okay, so twice as slow as the first one. So if I press play there, and then it goes a lot slower. Let's make it even more slower so you can get an idea. And so now we've made a short animation, and I've only showed you two things to focus on. Okay, now the third one to focus on is same tab, face key. Okay, so let's just zoom into the character's face. And now, same principle on the timeline, but now you can animate the character's face. Okay, so you can do it with muscle. So let's lift her cheeks. Let's make her eyes just a little bit closer. Let's take just the one side, lift that like that. So you can kind of get the idea. You can now pose your character. So she looks a little bit worried. Okay, and so let's give her a little bit of a worried look. Okay, so now you can see in the expression, it also created a keyframe. So let's drag that. Now let's go to keyframe. Let's make it a second. Okay, let's move this up a little bit. Right there. Now let's change her expression. Okay, so let's go and we select this side and her mouth, and we move it there. And we move this side in. We can maybe move her jaw a little bit. Yeah, this kind of looks terrible, but you kind of get the idea. And we lift that. And let's make her eyes a bit wider. Like so. Okay, so now we've animated her face. So you kind of get the idea. Now there's other ways you could do it. You can do it manually like I did it right now. You can go expressions. So with expressions, let's go to another keyframe 60 and let's go to there. And then we go there and we do this one. Okay, so now what we did is we kind of animated her face with that. And then you can also use sliders. So at the end, let's go and we say, I blink, and we close our eyes. So let's just go to okay. So there we've animated her face. So we've understand the timeline. We've done edit motion layers to animate the body. We've also done the expressions, the face key to animate her face. Okay, so you'll see we can now, just with those three things, we can now easily animate. Okay, the next one I want to show you is, let's zoom out a little bit. And I'm just going to delete remove object animation. Okay, so if I press play, now nothing will happen. So the fourth thing to learn or to focus on is motions. Okay, so if you go to template right there, animation right there, and you scroll, you can find different motions. So, and the great thing about motions is you can now just, instead of dragging a character or animate your character, you can simply drag a motion and you'll see she moves a little. Let's just undo that and we drag this one. And you'll see there's a little bit of subtle movement without animating anything. There you can see she moves. So on the Reallusion website of iClone, you can purchase a lot of motions. So especially for walking, if you are new to animation and you don't know how to do the walking cycle, you can just use motions. And what you then can also do is here in the motion layer, you can just simply, there it is, female idol, and you can move it forward, whatever. So basically that is the fourth one, and that is just motions. So there are so many different motions. There's fighting motions. There's, the list is endless. So this will also help you to get started, especially if you don't know how to animate a walking cycle. It's very easy just to download a walking cycle and use it on your character as a motion, and there it is. So the fourth one to learn is motion. As you can see, it's very easy. And then the final one is basically you just want your character to talk. Okay. And so how you do that is with create script. So you click there. Now there is different ways to do this. You can record a voice. You can import an audio file. That is normally what I do, but let's quickly just record a voice. This is a test for lip syncing. Press. And so press play. This is a test for lip syncing. And you can say, okay. This is a test for lip syncing. And you'll see her mouth actually moved. So let's go closer. This is a test for lip syncing. And then you can just adjust your lips again using the face key editor. So those are the 5 things. It's your timeline, it's your edit motion layers, it is your face key, it is motions, and then it's lip syncing. Lip syncing needs some practice as well, but if you know how to do it, you can just fine tune it with your face key editor just to get the expressions. And lip syncing with facial expressions together really brings your character to life. So those are the 5 things that I would focus on if I were you, if you're starting out with iClone. And as you can see, with these 5 things, you are in a position to be able to animate very simplistic scenes. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you do. If you want to dive deeper into iClone, check out in the description box below. I have my 5-day iClone challenge. So what I do is for 5 days, I work alongside with you. It is group coaching. So you join a group and we dive into iClone, and after 5 days, you would have created your very first animation scene. So that is great. So by the end of it, it's not just like an online course that you just click play and watch. You actually work with me and you create a scene with me. And by the end of the week, you've created your very own scene. And this is what I always tell my students. A short film, a web series, a full feature film is just a large portion of video that consists of short scenes. So if you can animate a short scene, then it means you actually are in a position to be able to create your very own projects, a short film, a web series, a TV series, a full feature film, because it is just a series of short animated scenes or clips that you've animated. So if you are interested, in the description below there's a link. Just click there and sign up for the next one. Just go check when the next training is, and I hope to see you there. It is $97 once off for 5 days, so it's very affordable. It's less than $20 for the day. And it is the best way for you to start off your animation journey, because that will lay the foundation for you to actually go and create your own animations. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments. And hopefully I will see you in my 5-day iClone training camp. So from me, Ian, I will see you next week. So God bless and happy animating.